Okay, make sure we up. So I can make sure I engage with people in the comments. Okay, hold on 1 second. Okay, we are. Okay. It says we're live. Okay, I want to make sure. You see it? You see it?
Okay, I see you now. We got you.
Okay, hey. I want to welcome everyone to Top 5. Today we have some special guests on here. Hold on 1 second. I'm texting one of the panelists who is being very late, and I don't appreciate that, but it's all good. Let me text this code. Here we go. But right now, if Brother Willie, can you introduce yourself, please, to the people?
Brother Willie Muhammad from the city of New Orleans. I like hip hop, good hip hop. Like movies.
Good.
Well, I'm excited, and man, thank you for this opportunity.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, Marvin, go ahead and introduce yourself, please.
Marvin Sames, Chicago's finest, Moss Mariam number 2. At headquarters. But yeah, I definitely love it. This thing we got going. Like I said, make something out of nothing. I appreciate Brother Josh for the opportunity. So let's go ahead and get it going.
Yeah.
Okay, Rashad, what's going on, man?
What's going on, bro? It's your boy P.O., man, politically oppressed, a.k.a. Rashad Muhammad. God, I'm out here in Phoenix, Arizona, in the studio right now.
Woo, there he is.
Okay, good. Shakir,
we live right now?
Yeah, we live on Facebook, John.
Oh, okay. Let me take
All right, let's go. Ever put them glasses on, man?
Yeah, what's up, my brother?
What's up, man?
Hey! I'm with your cousin. Hey!
What's up, come on?
What's up, Shakir, man?
What's up with it?
Toya, man. Come on.
Shakir, introduce yourself to the people, please.
We ready to let down.
Shakir, can you introduce yourself to the people?
What'd you say?
Introduce yourself to the people.
Oh, I'm Shakir, the number 1 top 5 man of all time. These are all my co-hosts. Let it be known.
Okay,
welcome.
So listen, Marvin, let me know when you stop so we can engage right now. Okay, so the first topic.
I'm about to stop right now. 1 minute.
Okay, yes, sir. Okay, so while we're waiting on Marvin to stop, the first topic we're going to go over is our top 5 horror films of all time.
Woo. All right. Yes, sir.
Okay, Brother Willie, we're going to start with you. Number 5, what you got?
First, let me say I'm not a big horror fan, but let me give you my top 5. I'll Sam it. I'm gonna tell you. I'll tell you what my number 1 is. So we go with any of the.
No, 5. Start with your 5. Your 5 first.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna start with. I'm gonna say Chucky as 5.
Okay.
All right, that's it.
Okay, now Shakir, who you got for number 5? Shakir, who's your number 5?
I was gonna put my Niners season on there, and I was gonna put LeBron James jumper, but instead we're gonna go with the movie. So I'm gonna go with the original Puppet Master as number 5.
Okay, Rashad, who you got for number 5?
Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I said it muted for a second. I got Dark Falls, man. One of my scariest movies when I was a child. Darkest Falls.
Okay.
Darkest Falls, yes, sir.
I never saw it, but it's all good. Okay, listen. My number 5 is a movie called Dr. Giggles. It was very terrifying to me as a child.
Yeah, I remember that. You used to terrify me with that movie, Joe.
He used to pee in the bed. You can tell the truth. He used to pee in the bed. I'm shy.
Man, Josh used to get it from Blockbuster and just play over and scare us, bro.
Hey, man, get out of my bed. He used to come in your room and shit.
Okay. Brother Willie, what you got for number 4?
You saying for my number 4?
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna give the Friday the 13th, one of the Jasons. There's so many of them.
Yes, sir.
Good pick.
I definitely don't want to. I definitely don't play in the woods because of that. I don't play out there. Shakir, what you got for number 4?
I got Chucky as number 4.
Okay, good. All right, Rashad, what you got for number 4?
Number 4, I got Halloween. I got the Halloween series.
You disrespectful to Michael Myers right now, Rashad. You disrespectful to making him number 4. Okay, number 4, I got Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Y'all need to do your research if y'all don't know about that.
Killer
Oh,
Clowns.
Killer Clown. What is this?
Is that a movie?
It's a movie,
Right.
and it's scary. And it's scary.
From outer space. I think we were in Blockbuster one time, y'all.
Rashad, Blockbuster was before my times. I don't know you keep referencing that. I don't know.
Oh, so I thought we ain't used to make horror film runs to Blockbuster, bro.
Okay, so Brother Willie, what you got for number 3?
My number 3 will be the ones with Nightmare on Elm Street, the Freddy Krueger.
Okay, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shakir, what you got for number 3?
You know, first I want to say I don't fear no one but God. But Candyman used to really get me. You know, Candyman.
Still disrespectful. Number 3.
Candyman really scared me, man.
Yes, sir.
Rashad, what you got for number 3?
Number 3, I got Scream, man. The Scream mask. You know.
Scream.
Oh yeah.
Okay, number 3, I got Nightmare on Elm Street because of Freddy Krueger, because I didn't want to fall asleep because he was gonna kill you.
Yo, you got this shirt that kind of looked like it.
Exactly.
All your hands.
Okay, thank you for that, Rashad. Number 2, we got Brother Willie. What you got for number 2?
Man, this has to be the OG of scary movies, man. The Exorcist.
Oh.
Okay, yes, sir. Yes, sir. That is scary. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's that right there.
I forgot about that one. That's a good one.
Shakir, what you got for number 2?
I got Nightmare on Elm Street, Freddy Krueger.
Okay. Thank you, Mimi, for backing up the Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Naima, I'm not in the mood. Brother Robin, Hellraiser is good, Brother Robin. Hellraiser is good. Rashad, what you got for number 2?
Number 2, I got Child's Play, man. Chucky. I got Chucky coming in number 2.
Okay. Brother Robin said Exorcist is the scariest one ever. It was very terrifying. Number 2, I got Final Destination because there was
I forgot about Final Destination.
Final Destination was good.
Yo, the whole series was dope.
Dang,
Okay,
I forgot.
Ain't nothing better than death, boy.
Brother Willie, what you got for number 1?
Yo, and because you brought up Final Destination and I forgot all about that, I just had a change in my number 1.
Okay.
It was gonna be Get Out. I was gonna say Get Out. Even
I forgot about that.
Let me say this. The Final Destination series made me stop watching. The Final Destination series made me stop watching horror movies.
Straight up. No, Final Destination. Don't
That
scare
was
you.
real. That was real.
That's that.
Okay, good. All right, Shakir, what you got for number 1?
Jason's my number 1. I used to hate that man. I never finished the movies. I never finished none of his movies.
Rashad, what you got for number 1?
Number 1, I don't care what nobody says, from Cabrini Green, it's Candyman. Scariest movie of all time. Scariest thing, you know. I was from Chicago, so that, you know, I ain't want to go to the hood anyway.
Wait, that was set in Cabrini Green?
The first one. And then, you know, the second one was in New Orleans. They did the second ones in New Orleans.
Yeah. Wow.
Okay, my number 1 is Halloween because Michael Myers he can't die and he comes back and kills everybody.
You got a number 1. I got him at number 4.
The other one didn't make it. What's the one with the clown face? He didn't make it, huh?
Yeah, that's what my counterpart is over here. It was scary. You talking about it?
I didn't even see it because I don't play like that.
No, that clown, man, he used to lock people up and stuff. You gotta try to get out of it.
Jigsaw. You talking about Jigsaw? You talking about Saw? Yeah, I watched Jigsaw last night. I literally just watched the last one last night.
Yeah, Saw was a good one.
Yeah, Saw, that's a good series, but that's more creepy, killing and stuff.
Angela says Saw, absolutely Saw. Now Saw's definitely in here. Jamal said it. Thank you for that, Jamal. Stop being scared of clowns. All right, now we go into top 5 beefs. So the way we're gonna do it is we do your number 5, and you explain why you're number 5, who you have, and then we all vote on who won out of that particular beef that you're talking about. Okay. Okay. So we're gonna start with Brother Willie. And by the way, if y'all don't know, Brother Willie is a hip hop head. He knows all the stats.
You can't bring that BS, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
So
who you got for number 5?
I'm a do this. Shout out to the sisters. I'm gonna say for my number 5, this Nicki Minaj and this Cardi B beef.
That's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one.
All right.
Okay. Now who you think is the winner in it?
Well, Cardi B can't stand up to Nicki Minaj lyrically, but I think Cardi B, the music that she is making, is kind of seem like it's more club hits than what Nicki Minaj has been putting out. So I got to give it to Cardi B, bro.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
I agree.
Cardi B, yeah, she seemed more down to earth. Cardi B.
Yeah.
I think Nicki Minaj is the queen of rap. Let me say that. But I think Cardi B got her in his 101. Cardi B got her because the people turned on Nicki Minaj for her. People turned on her.
Yeah, Nicki was holding it down for the longest.
Yeah. Okay, who you got, Marvin? You got Cardi B and Nicki Minaj?
I'm gonna go Cardi B, and this is strange for me because I believe Nicki Minaj is queen of rap as well. But like the brother said, it's something about at the time and the time right now and what she's doing, and she's undeniable right now. She got the rap game in a chokehold, and it's hard to do that for a female to do that and have even dudes like. Straight up, like, man, in the car, I be seeing them, bro. Like,
that's a fact.
Cardi B, bro, you feel me? So, yeah, for that reason, I go Cardi B.
Okay, Shakir, who you got?
Because it's of all times, I'm gonna have to go on my West Coast. I'm gonna have to go Ice.
No, I'm saying in the Cardi B versus Nicki. Let's vote. We still voting.
Oh, automatic. I'm going with Cardi B because she got her name mentioned with Nicki. Nicki was on top for years and years and years. I didn't think nobody could ever dethrone her. And for her to even get in a conversation and have people going her way, you got to give it to her.
All right, what about you, Rashad?
I have to go with, Nicki Minaj like queen, but I'm gonna go with Cardi because she actually got Nicki Minaj out of her character. Nicki Minaj be crying on her queen radio, acting other than herself. It's like she's confused. So we're gonna have to go with Cardi B.
Wow.
Got Nicki
Cardi
out
B
of
running the table.
We haven't seen that before.
Yeah, David. Okay, brother David said Cardi B is transparent, that she's taking away she's taking away all the rocks that somebody can throw at her. That's right, David. But Robin said, don't forget about Remy Ma. That was a good one too.
That was.
Shakir, what you got for your number? For your number 5?
I'm sorry, but Remy Ma is no Cardi B. Okay, you can't just come out with that one little hit and say, "Yeah, I'm sorry." Okay, that's everybody trying to come up. That's a come up beat right there. That was a come up. She was trying to come up. Cardi B was already on top. Cardi B already made a name for herself at the time she did it. But I'm gonna go with Ice Cube and versus NWA. I'm gonna come out here. I'm gonna go with the No Vaseline. How he just ripped them. He killed them real bad, and he was solo. He went on against the Army by himself.
So who do you have winning? You got Ice Cube winning.
Ice Cube, he's a made man when he gets the Army. I gotta go with him.
Okay, brother Willie, who you got? Ice Cube or NWA?
Ice Cube, No Vaseline, bro. That was Ice Cube threw a haymaker, and then what further validified that he won was when the movie came out, and you saw how that all happened.
Yeah.
I say Cube.
Marvin, what you think? Ice Cube or NWA?
Man, Cube is NWA. Without Cube, NWA does not exist, bro.
Wow.
That's
for
true.
real, he was the lyricist behind all of what they was doing. If it wasn't for him, they wouldn't have been. So I'm gonna have to go with Cube, and that was rapping shows.
Big facts.
Okay, Naima and Mimi both say Ice Cube. Rashad, who you got? Ice Cube and NWA?
Of course, I got Ice Cube, and he exposed the Jew. You know what I mean? He exposed the wicked shit behind it. You know what I mean? So Ice Cube, of course.
Ice Cube is. I mean, that's on my list too. But I mean.
Yeah, it's on my list too. It is.
Yeah, Ice Cube by himself with no chorus or nothing. Just like we just going.
He just going hard. Like I'm gonna tell y'all how it is.
You know what else made it? You know what else made that diss track so cold on the album? He waited to the very last song when people thought the album was over with. He said, "Y'all thought it was over with, huh?"
Big facts.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, brother Solomon. So make him all right. All right. Shakir, who you got for your number 5? I mean, Marvin.
4.
No, we on number 5 still.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Okay, so my 5 is the Game G Unit beef.
Ooh,
Okay, I like that.
That's on my list, man. That's on my list.
And for the record, I think 300 bars and running is the greatest diss track of all time.
It is.
I forgot about 300 bars and running. That was hard.
So I gotta go with Game because he took on the whole G Unit, and 50 already had ended a career. So he looked that in the eye, made 300 bars and running, and stood his ground. And honestly, he murdered their whole camp. At 50, I ain't heard nothing to this day that's better than 300 bars and running from that camp or any other district.
I forgot about that. I ain't gonna cap.
I forgot. Okay, so Brother Willie, who you got, the Game or G Unit?
I got the Game, specifically like what brother said, because 50 was a monster and the Game stood up. Man, remember the Game had people boycotting with G Unit snitch, had the person dressed up like a rat. And he ain't back down, man. So I get the Game too. And what brother said, that 300 bars. Game is a spitter, bro. Game can rap.
I like the Game. I like the Game. All right, Shakir, who you got, the Game or G Unit?
I'm gonna go with the Game because I'm biased, West Coast, and that's all I gotta say. I ain't going no G Unit. He was spoken with too many people. 50 was just spoken with too many people. And he started sounding like he wasn't serious enough.
All right, Rashad, who you got, the Game or G Unit?
Okay, I got the Game minus Young Buck. You can't try Young Buck like that. You know what I mean? But I got the Game. You know,
I got the Game. To me, it wasn't close because the Game was the only one in G Unit who could, besides Lloyd Banks, who had bars like that. But the Game had the street credibility with all the Bloods and the black shirts and all. It was like, oh no.
That's right.
Kill it.
All right, Rashad, who's your number 5?
Number 5, I got Luda versus T.I.
Okay,
Ooh.
people slept on that. People forgot about it.
I got Luda versus T.I. And on that one, I don't know who. I don't want to say it was even, but you know, Ludacris killed T.I. lyrically, but T.I. killed Luda with the streets. So it was like, I don't want to say, you know what I mean? It's hard to say who took an L there.
Rashad, pick somebody.
I don't know, man. They both came out on top, man. Then they squashed the beef on both of their albums. So it's, you know.
So Rashad, you
it's
have
hard.
to make a choice. So
I'm gonna go with T.I. Of course, I'm gonna have to go with T.I. for the streets. You know what I mean?
Oh my goodness!
I have to.
Brother, who you got? T.I. Ludacris in the beef.
I can't recall hearing any of the diss songs. Maybe if I hear, I remember. But I know Luda is a spitter, and so we talking about. I like when they handle it on the track, so I got to go with Luda.
Okay, yes sir. Marvin, who you got? Ludacris or T.I.?
Yeah, I don't remember no diss tracks from that either, so that probably means that the beef was trash. But I gotta go with Luda too, because Luda is beyond a lot of people when it comes to lyrics, straight lyrics and wordplay. So I gotta go with Luda.
Okay, Shakir, who you got? Ludacris or T.I.?
I'm the third person that didn't even know about the beef either. Me getting down, that's
Ludacris. Come on now.
That beef ended real fast. But y'all just talking about rapping lyric from lyric. It's gonna be Ludacris. But I like T.I. a lot. But if I was to choose one of them, it would be T.I. for me to listen to.
Y'all need to listen to Stomp.
Yeah, listen to Stomp. I'm telling y'all, T.I. and Ludacris, that was a big deal.
They got on the same track and dissed each other.
Is that like an ATL? Is that like an ATL thing or something? Because that's what it sounds like.
Young Buck Luda Tip.
It must stay. That beat stay local.
Ludacris, and stay tuned next week. I see you, Jamal, in the audience, because next episode we're gonna talk about top 5 rappers from the South. Ludacris is the most underrated.
Exactly, Molly. Please get out the TIP.
Ludacris Rollo.
Okay, Brother Willie, who you got for your number 4?
They mentioned it already, but my number 4 was 50 Cent versus Game, and the W goes to the Game.
Okay, yes, sir. Right. What about your number 3? Because if we already did it, then we'll just go to the next one.
Well, my number 3 is Drake versus Pusha T.
Let's go all the way around to 4.
No, because I'm saying here, because we gotta go to the next one who already did it. Because that's my number 1. But okay, Brother Willie, let's get into it.
Drake versus Pusha T, and the W go to Pusha T.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Yes,
listen
sir.
to me. Yo,
yes,
man, Jay Prince cover Drake and help him save it. Man, Pusha T was like, this gonna be surgical. He was like a sniper with that thing, bro.
Yes, sir. I agree.
Gotta give it to him.
Okay, Pusha T. Marvin, Marvin's in the getting out the car right now. Rashad, who you got for Pusha T or Drake?
I'm gonna have to go with Pusha T, man. He murdered that man. He murdered Drake, and then he got Drake all in his feelings. Drake tapped out.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Drake tapped out. We ain't see him tap out, and then he want to get on HBO and cry about it. So you know Pusha T won.
Yeah.
What about you,
rules?
Shakir?
It's rules.
Shakir, Drake or Pusha T?
I think Pusha caught him off guard, and I think that he won. He won. I think that it was unfair. You know, he just got done with funky with everybody. Then he want to come in here, Pusha T want to make a name for himself. You know, he kind of did like that girl did to Nicki Minaj, the one we were just talking about.
Cardi
But
B.
Remy Ma, he did like Remy Ma did to Nicki Minaj, but he actually won. I think Pusha T actually got Drake all explaining himself and shit on TV. That made him look bad.
Right, real bad. He went out real bad with that one.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm with Marvin against stationary. Marvin, who you got, Drake or Pusha T?
First of all, good music over everything. I just want to say that, just so y'all know. And good music over everything. And I'm gonna go with Pusha T because, I mean, I'm a Drake fan. That's the truth. Like a hardcore Drake fan. I've been disappointed on the last couple of albums, but I think Drake is already top 5 all time. For you to be able to go at Drake, and do that, you gotta give him this props.
You got
Drake is
man.
top
To
five,
me, yes, Rashad, we're not having that conversation right now. But I think that I think Pusha T. Come on, when analysis we doing, that was my number one, because for Pusha T to be nowhere on nobody's radar and go at the best rapper right now, the biggest rapper. Drake got so many followers on Instagram and so many, like he's the biggest rapper in the music industry right now. And for you to expose him like that and he don't come back with nothing, oh yeah, you got it, bro. You got the win.
Yeah. He had people questioning Drake. Drake.
Right. The fact that Drake didn't respond is like, come on,
after he beat for Meek, everybody thought Drake was about to come out and do something.
Right, exactly. Bad.
He got hit with his own medicine.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Shakir, who you got for your number 4?
Hey, y'all, pardon me for 1 second. I'll be back in 1 minute, y'all.
Right now. All right, Shakir, who you got for number 4?
I got Jay-Z versus Nas.
Let's get into it.
I'm sorry. I love Jay-Z. You know, his career was way better than Nas, but that Ether, I think that Ether just killed my boy. That boy, I mean, I was speechless. I was shocked. Nas was talking like that. I was like, all right.
Exactly.
None of them.
He went savage mode.
None of them wanted to go against Pac, so I thought they don't even do beef out there. But he showed that Nas got full off that boy. So I'm going with Nas.
Okay, brother Willie. I know. I see you with your New York hat on, the blue Yankee on. So I know you're a Jay-Z fan. So
let me say this. Of course, I think the W to me goes to Jay-Z for several reasons. One, that Ether was Nas' like third swing at a beef track. If you go back and check the history out, and he finally hit. Now, don't get me wrong, that Ether beat was ridiculous, right?
Yes, sir.
But if you go back and if you listen at what they're saying on the Ether song, Nas is like cracking jokes, calling a man a camel and all of this stuff. But Jay spitting them facts, bro. Jay spitting them facts. Now that beat was ridiculous, but I gotta get a W to Jay, man.
Because
and peace to them for squashing that too. Peace to them for squashing.
Man, he signed with Jay-Z. That was all publicity.
Okay, Rashad, who you got, Jay-Z or Nas?
No, this is a tough one because Nas. I like Nas, but I'm gonna have to go with Jay-Z, bro. And it's because of the he killed Nas, and he was basically, what's that song? That Blueprint 2. OVA, yeah, he killed Nas. He killed Nas. And what he was saying, like you were saying, brother Willie, it was substance in what he was saying. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, Nas was more funny. Nas was just funny.
Okay. Okay, Marvin, what you got? Jay-Z or Nas?
That's my number 2 beef, and I got Jay-Z.
That's my number 2 too.
All right, listen. If somebody says it before y'all, then we'll wipe that out. Go ahead, Marvin. You say you got Jay-Z?
Yeah, I got Jay-Z.
And why? Why?
Because first of all, he had multiple songs. It was like 3 of them songs, and each one was like, you had to have a stink face through the whole one. Like, no, don't do my man Nas like that. You feel me? When you make a diss song and you got the stink face throughout, and there's multiple, I'm like, Ether was stink face throughout, but that was just one. I don't remember nothing else after that. So I got the whole.
It was only one.
Okay. I gotta read to the comments. Jamal's defending T.I., Brother Robin's defending T.I. Mimi said put some respect on his name. They wanted to make sure you was okay, Marvin, because you walked away. Brother Gilbert said eyes all day. But Robin said rethink it because Jay-Z had to take over. For me, Jay-Z won because I based it off of a numbers thing. Like Jay-Z had the success, he had the girl, he got Beyonce, he had
That's not fair. That's not fair.
That's my point. It's not fair. It was not a fair fight because he got.
You can't go about numbers and stuff. We talk about the actual lyrics. We talk about the beat.
And Jay-Z was saying in his song, he like, you don't want to go to war with the Rockefeller. Like, I'm over here with Benny Siegel, Young Guns, and he's naming everybody. I'm like, God damn, what? Not Ether was good, but Jay-Z had the whole machine behind. Jay-Z was Drake before, like he had the machine behind it. It wasn't fair, bro. It wasn't fair.
Point. That's a good point.
Fair. He had the whole machine.
Jay-Z is the beneficiary of Biggie and Pac being dead. But go ahead.
I agree.
That's another debate.
I agree. That's right, bro. Rob, you already know. And to me, that's what somebody like. If it's a battle and a woman comes into play, and you got Beyonce versus Khalees at that time, it wasn't. Okay, Rashad, who you got for number 4?
My number 4 was Cube versus NWA.
Okay, so who you number 3?
50 Cent and Ja Rule.
Okay.
I'm crossing that off. That was on mine too. That was my number 2.
Akeem says Nas all day. I get it. I like Ether. All right, go ahead, Rashad. Why? Who you at? 50 Cent and Ja Rule?
I mean, I don't think it's close. I think we'll have to go with 50 Cent on this one. But 50 Cent, you know what I mean? He was a gangster, you know what I mean? And I love 50 Cent. Get Rich or Die Trying is one of my favorite rap albums of all time. Man.
One of the best, top 5 of all time, easily.
That's his only album I like.
Right. I mean, it's no skips all the way through. And he showed Ja Rule who was really the king of New York. I liked it because they was going for the city. Ja Rule was hot. Ja Rule had hits. You can't rule Ja Rule out like he wasn't a major factor in the music game at the time. But 50 Cent came and just took the throne. Like, you know what I mean? And he showed Ja Rule what was up.
50 Cent bullied him. All right, bro, who you got? 50 Cent or Ja Rule?
Man, if I said Ja Rule won that, all y'all would smack me right now, man. Man, that was, dude. It was nowhere close. Man, he destroyed Ja Rule. Ja Rule ain't recovered since, bro.
To this day.
Ja Rule did the ultimate tap out. He had to go get the minister.
All right, Marvin, who you got? 50 Cent and Ja Rule. Marvin, who you got? You got 50 Cent and Ja Rule.
Who you say?
50. There's no,
You got
no
50 Cent? Okay. Shakir, who you got? 50 Cent and Ja Rule.
By far 50. It's somebody because Ja Rule 50 was new to the game and Ja Rule been out. And for you just come to destroy a man that's on his top and just like literally put him in a basement somewhere. Like he was just like he has timeout. They put him in a timeout. And he never recovered from it. He has never recovered from it. And that's huge. He killed the whole career that was big.
Right. He destroyed the whole record label.
Yeah.
50 is he was the first bully that I saw. I don't like bullies, but 50 Cent was a bully that I sided with. I was like, all right, well, we going.
Because Ja Rule made everybody go ahead and side with him.
Yeah. Okay, so listen, Shakir, Brother Willie, who you got for your number 2? Your number 2.
My number 2 was the Ice Cube versus NWA.
Okay, so who's your number 1?
My number 1 was Jay-Z versus Nas.
Okay, so Marvin, who's your number 3, Marvin?
I didn't put my 4 yet. My 4 was Benny Siegel versus Kiss.
Okay, let's go with that. Benny Siegel versus Jadakiss.
Ooh.
Who you got? Who you got? Who you got?
I'm gonna go. This is one that was real tough because both of them held their own. But if I'm gonna side with the, I'm just a hip hop fan and real like wordplay and just slickness, and Kiss got it. You feel me? Like if you listen to a Kiss song and you ain't nodding your head, you just ain't listening. You know?
Okay. Who you got? Who you got, bro? Willie? Who you got, bro? Willie?
Yo, I thought about that one. That's a tie, bro. That's a tie.
Yeah.
You think it's a tie?
I gotta get that. That's a tie. They were. That's a tie, bro.
Yeah.
All right, Rashad, who you got? 50 Cent, Benny Siegel or Jadakiss?
Listen, I'm not really familiar with the beef. I'm not gonna sit here and lie, but I never heard a whack. Listen, I never heard a whack verse from Jadakiss, so I'm gonna have to go with Jadakiss off the strength.
Okay. Shakir, who you got? Jadakiss or Benny Siegel?
I'm biased too. I don't know about the beef. I'm going with Jadakiss as well, just because Benny Siegel was like I don't know. He wasn't even the number one on his album. Like, like his whole damn like his record label. He was like number 5. Like I get. But I'm gonna have to go with Jadakiss.
Okay,
they said Beanie was number 5 on his label. Oh.
Benny Siegel, at the time they was beefing, Benny Siegel was the goon. He was the enforcer of the rock, y'all. I'm telling y'all, he had he was the game of he was Philly before. It was no Meek Mill, none of them. It was just Benny Siegel.
True. That's true.
He was holding it down. All right, so listen. Okay, Rashad, who's your number 3?
We already went through my number 3. I said 50 and Ja Rule.
Who's your number 2? Who's your number 2?
Jay-Z and Nas.
Okay, who's your number 1?
Biggie and Pop.
Okay,
Number 1 is Biggie and Pac, and you already know Pac is I'm his son. That's my favorite rapper. That's my daddy. So I'm going with Pac, the greatest of all time.
Okay.
Period. The GOAT.
All right, brother Willie, who you got?
Man, I like Biggie, but Biggie did kind of what Drake did. Biggie never responded, and bro, let me tell you, when I heard that hit him up, I was like, yo, did you hear that? I was like, yo, man, he can't say that. So I got to give it to Pac. Dude, Pac took on the whole coast.
That's right.
And one song he dissed the Fugees, Mobb Deep.
Right. He dissed everybody.
He said, if you down with them, he dissed the fans too. He said, we down with them fuckers too. I'm like, damn. Jesus Christ.
The dude dissed Lauryn Hill. The dude dissed the Brat.
Yeah.
The dude told wasn't there, don't you got Seeker Cell or something? I'm like,
Yeah, he was disrespectful.
Okay, Marvin, who you got? Biggie or Tupac?
That was my number 1, and I'm gonna go with Pac as well, because Hit 'Em Up was literally the first single I ever bought, and you can imagine I was young. You feel me? I was real young, but I was running through the house like I don't know why this song get me so hyped.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, Shakir, who you got? Biggie or Tupac?
You already know. You could go to the next guy. It's Pac all day. It ain't even close. You know, that's just the greatest of all time.
Okay.
Pac was an animal, man. He was just hungry for anything. Like anybody from the East Coast got ate up that night. Like he was Jay. The thing about the best rapper was Jay-Z after they died. Like he annihilated all of them. They all was quiet until he passed away. It was no South. Nobody was talking about the South. Nothing. It was East and West because of Pac. Pac said it's just the East Coast and the West Coast. That's the only funk we got going on right now. And if you down with them, forget y'all too.
Kevin Phillips says Pac. Zora says go shot. Yes, Shotty. Ramen M. Pierre says Pac. Mimi says Tupac. Forever Classic. Hit 'Em Up. Brother Robin says hit 'em up. Jamal says hit 'em up. For me, and first off, thank you, Jamal, for the first off. Tupac is not close. It's not close. Yeah, Death Row is my favorite record label. Death Row is my favorite record label.
I see you rocking the red.
That's right.
I like Death Row. And until Cash Money, then it was. Okay, so listen. So does anybody got a beef that we did not say yet?
Oh, I got one.
I got one.
You ain't gonna like this, Josh.
Yes, sir.
You ready? You ready?
Yes, sir.
Eminem and that white boy. What was the other white boy he went against?
Machine Kelly?
Yeah, somebody just said that. Angela just said that in the comments too.
Machine Gun Kelly. And guess what, son? I gotta get that W to Machine Gun Kelly.
No, sir.
Oh, wow.
No, sir. No, sir.
No.
No, sir. Come on,
Oh,
bro.
no.
Come on, bro. Willie. You just-
Oh, my Lord.
Brother
My
Minister.
phone dying. My phone
Brother
dying.
Minister. No, sir.
Man, that dude, for one, the guts.
He
to go
think he Eminem for one.
the guts. And then, bro, that track was nice. I ain't like that thing. Eminem responds. I ain't like that.
How could you not like it? It was so witty. He murdered him. He murdered him. He came back and responded to everything he said.
Man,
Yeah, he did.
Bar
He
for
answered
bar.
everything.
your boy say, look, man, I got the W. I already went. Let me chill out.
Machine Gun Kelly had that. That was all promotion from Machine Gun Kelly.
But
He
Machine
had
Gun
that
Kelly-
ready. He ain't just dropped that.
Machine Gun Kelly should have done one more beef to solidify.
MGK won that, bro. Period.
No
Okay,
MGK,
so
bro.
Brother Willie says Machine Gun
MGK.
Kelly. Marvin, who you say? Marvin, who you got?
I got MGK.
Huh?
I'm gonna go with MGK too.
I'm telling you.
Oh, Marvin, what's going on?
Marvin, oh my god, y'all.
Let me
Okay, I ain't-
explain. Let me explain myself first. Eminem is undoubtedly a rap god. Okay.
Okay.
He was baby Jesus at one moment in my life, my career, like my listening career. But M just sound like angry and out of tune right now. He don't sound like M. Like I love Eminem, but he just don't, like, his music is not doing it for me, and I'm mad because Eminem's always done it for me. So when it came to this beat, when I listened, I put my ear to MGK and he was talking real stuff. I'm like, okay, and he sound good. Okay, he talking about what he responded to what he said, but he don't sound good. He just don't sound nice.
Okay, Shakir, who you got? Eminem or MGK? I can't believe this is really one of the top five. Shakir, who you got?
I can't believe it.
I was shocked. I didn't even know that was gonna be on the list as well. Of course, it's Eminem. Like, without a doubt, it's Eminem. Like, you can't even compare the two. Like, his album was coming out the next week, so he just wanted everybody, to get it up. He shot his fire. I just like that it was a white on white beat for the first time. That's all. At least he tried it. At least he tried it.
For the record, M's album was trash. Just for the record.
Rashad, who you got?
M album was trash only because M tried to come with the movement. He changed his album because Black Power was on the uprise. So he tried to show everybody that he was down with the cause. So y'all got to give him a pass.
Rashad, who you got? Eminem or MGK?
Eminem. This time y'all don't want to answer. Eminem. Next topic.
To me, I don't even know. Like, there's never. I don't even like. I'm not even addressing this. It's Eminem. Okay,
Oh man!
Listen,
Did you hear the beat? Did you hear MGK response, Jay?
No, I liked it. I liked it. It wasn't like it was like whack. It was just like, all right, now kill shot comes and that's it. All right, kill shot comes and that's the end of it. Okay, so Zora says Eminem. Akeem says Eminem. Angela says MGK had a bop. She's pissing me off with that one. Brother Robert says Rick Ross versus Birdman. Okay, here we go. So listen, so this is the one we didn't do because we gotta get to the NBA because we gotta keep going. Drake versus Meek Mill. How y'all?
Right. That was mine on there. That was on my list.
Drake versus Meek Mill. Okay, so I'm a Meek Mill fan. And I think that Meek Mill Meek Mill said what Pusha T said. He just said it in a whack way. But he said Drake didn't write his own lyrics and Drake was getting privileged. But when Drake dropped back to back and got a Grammy, what are we talking about, y'all? back to back is one of the best rappers. Like, come on, what we say?
Yeah.
So I got Drake. I'm a Meek Mill fan. I like it's MMG. I love Meek Mill. But on this one, Drake got him.
I agree. I give Drake the W on that. I think Meek Mill was like, he had lost that hunger, man. He traveling with, he had Nicki Minaj, he making money, kind of getting out there. He lost that hunger. He miscounted, he undercalculated Drake, but Drake crushed him, man. Drake, I got to get a W to Drake, and salute to them for squashing that, and Drake bringing him out at a concert as well. I always like that.
Absolutely. Marvin, who you got? Drake or Meek Mill?
Drizzy Drake on this one, for sure. when Back to Back came out, another one of those songs I had a stank face the whole time. Like, ugh. Why you can't do that? On the real.
That hurt Meek Mill. That hurt my stomach when I heard it. Shakir, who you got? Drake or Meek Mill?
I'm mad too because I was a huge fan of Meek Mill. Meek Mill was a known battle rapper. That's how he made a name for himself.
Yeah,
and he got bodied. He got bodied by a singing man. Hey, he really did. Hey, I'm very upset. I was very upset about that beef because first of all, Drake fan base is so huge that nobody was really listening to Meek Mill's clapback. Anytime he said something, they were just clowning Meek Mill like he was just a whining little girl or something. And they wasn't having it, and I was very upset with that. But he definitely got bodied, and his career was bodied for a minute. If he didn't go to jail, his career would have been over with. That jail actually helped out his career. He got Ja Rule. Yeah,
he almost did.
Who you got? Drake or Eminem, Rashad? I mean, Drake or Meek Mill?
You know, some of my best freestyles was on Meek Mill beats. Dark Shadows is a Meek Mill beat. You know, I love Meek, but Drake, Drake. I had to give it to Drake on that one. It hurt.
Now, my number one was me versus Political Oppressed, but I didn't say it.
Yeah, Drake took my man, and then like Shakir said, he lost on the internet too. Like the internet was taking him out. It was bad. It was
it was bad. His career would have been over if he didn't go to jail.
I swear, it was bad.
He was almost out of here, bro.
So you got Sean Scott Muhammad says Meek Mill's garbage right now. That's rough, brother. Mimi said Drake.
Jesus, he mad at him?
Zora says she loves Drake, but loves Meek, but Drake killed him. And yeah, and she says Meek's coming back. Okay, y'all, let's get to it. Top 5 toughest NBA players of all time. Let's go right now.
Hey, y'all, I'm gonna check out because my battery real low. Y'all know.
All right, man, Marvin. We thank you for coming through, Marvin.
Thank you, bro.
Appreciate it. Y'all be safe out there, bro.
You too, bro.
All right, bro. Willie, who you got for number 5?
My number 5 is Anthony Mason. Dude looked like a football player in a basketball.
I forgot about Anthony Mason. Yeah, he's a good one.
Okay.
For the Knicks, that dude was I mean, Anthony Mason. If you see him, you understand why I say tough is number 5.
Okay. Rashad, who you got?
Number 5, I got Charles Oakley. He got into it with a lot of people. He fought a lot of people.
Oh, I forgot about Oakley.
He still fighting people in the stands, up to date. You know what I mean? He just got kicked out the arena not too long ago. So Charles Oakley.
That's a good one.
Okay, Shakir, who you got number 5?
And this is all time, right?
Yeah, all time.
Yeah, all time.
I'm gonna go with Big Ben Wallace. You know, he was going against them big giants, and he was a little guy. And he held his own, and Ron Artest didn't want no smokes from him when they got into it that day. Ron Artest had to sit on that table and say, "Do I really want this? Do I really want this?"
Yeah, he definitely thought twice.
Okay. So my number 5 is Steven Jackson. I just think Steven Jackson was the most tough defender. He was San Antonio when he was playing with the Spurs. Or he wanted all the smoke. That's right, Shakir, against your Lakers.
That's Jackson, right. He did. We still got 5 of them.
Really, who you got for number 4?
Who, me?
Yes, sir.
My number 4. I know it might be strange that he on this list for toughest, but I got to get his tongue. My number 4 is Michael Jordan. Man, when that dude played that game when he had the flu, where he had to be carried off, dude, I got to get at MJ, bro.
Okay. Rashad, who you got for number 4?
Number 4, I don't know how y'all gonna feel about this, but I got Shaq. He's a goon.
Okay.
Shaq was elbowing. Yeah, he was elbowing cats. He was cheating. Yeah.
No, he got in a lot of fights. He went at Miller from the Bulls. He went at Charles Barkley. You know what I mean? Yeah. He dunked on that dude and pushed him over. Yeah, he killed Mutombo in that series. It was ridiculous how many times he elbowed. Had that man fat lip.
I have Charles Barkley, even though I put Barkley on here only because of the fight against Shaq. He dipped Shaq. There ain't no way. Hey, you got to have a lot of heart to fight Shaq. So I'm going to have to go with Charles Barkley, man. He got the best of Shaq in that one. He was happy that they stopped it, but he got him good.
Okay, my number 4 is the bad boy Pistons. I got Bill Laimbeer. Bill Laimbeer was a goon by Isaiah Thomas, y'all.
Yeah, he was.
He was Isaiah Thomas enforcer, man. I'm telling y'all, he just point him out, and I'm swinging on him.
I got you.
Brother Robin got number 5. Number 4, he got Kurt Rambis, and number 5, he got Max Maxwell. Zora's just saying DeMarcus Cousins, MJ, and Kobe.
Oh yeah.
Okay, Brother Willie, who you got for number 3?
Well, my number 3 was Charles Barkley, but so I'm gonna go to my number 2, Dennis Rodman.
Dennis Rodman. Okay, yes sir.
Boy, that boy was a beast on that.
Oh man.
And another person on a super team with Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen, absolutely. Okay.
Super team.
Dennis Rodman was gonna be on my honorable mentions, but number 3, I got Ron Artest.
Ron Artest, the goon of all goons, bro.
Goon of all goons.
That world peace.
Okay, Shakir, who you got?
All right, cause I had Dennis Rodman at number 1. So y'all said that one. He was hey.
Number 1.
Ain't nobody messing with Dennis Rodman, man. He was weird, but that man, he was the enforcer of all enforcers on that court. Dennis Rodman made everybody want to be Ron Artest. I mean, Dennis Rodman.
Remember,
and you said Ron Artest. Ron Artest was my number 2. You know, he used to give Kobe. I used to hate the way he played Kobe. You know, he's a cheater. He always used to grab him. You know, him and Bowman. You know, Bowman was an honorable mention. I didn't mention him, but Bowman used to grab on Kobe every time they played against each other. But my number 3, I would go with Alonzo Mourning. Something about Mourning was just like a dog about him, man. He looked like a football player, man.
I forgot about Alonzo Mourning.
He was just like nobody really wanted to mess with him, man. He just had a goodness about himself.
His arm was huge.
Yeah, he was like a buff basketball player.
Okay, bro, what you saying? Brother Willie was saying something.
I was saying, remember, I don't know if you remember, man, one time they put Dennis Rodman on Shaq to guard Shaq, and he shut Shaq down.
Yes. Shaq said he kept grabbing him. Yeah, you know the story.
Okay. Brother Robin says Bill Laimbeer. Raymond M. Pierre says Rick Mahorn. Amina says Allen Iverson with some heart eyes. I just think she's choosing on him.
Oh yeah.
Okay, my number three is that boy straight from the Pistons, but when I liked him before he was on the Pistons, when he was on Portland, he go by the name of Rasheed Wallace. Rasheed Wallace. I love Rasheed Wallace, bro. Yeah, I love Rasheed Wallace. Yeah, that's right, Shakir. Against the cheating Lakers, Rasheed Wallace is stepping up.
Hey, you know what? I give him that because nobody ran up on Rasheed. Nobody wanted to run up on Rasheed. Rasheed had a swag about himself, like he looked like he just go to the trunk. Like he looked, he had a mean swag about himself.
Okay, brother, who you got for your number 2?
My number 2 was Dennis Rodman, and you picked my number 1. My number 1 was Bill Laimbeer. Boy, that Detroit Pistons team.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So that's all my list.
Okay, Rashad, who you got for your number 3?
No, I said Ron Artest for number 3. Number 2, I got KG, Kevin Garnett.
Yeah.
He had a swag. KG had a swag, but I thought he was more looks. I thought he was more looks than action.
He was intimidating. He'd get in
your
ear.
He was.
He frustrated everybody. He frustrated everybody. He ain't really want to fight like that.
Yeah.
He frustrated everybody.
Yeah, he scared Gasol. I seen him in the championship against Gasol. Kobe said, "Man, you got to go out there and play that man."
He put fear in people, bro. He intimidated them. He had a way of getting people's head. Clapping in their face, getting in their ear. I loved it.
Yeah, blocking their shots when they wasn't supposed to go in.
Remember when Kevin, I'm about to say Kevin Hall. Remember Kevin Garnett told a dude he looked like a cancer patient?
Yeah. Kevin Garnett would have had championships if it was not for Tim Duncan. He would have had more championships if it was not for Tim Duncan.
Oh yeah.
When he played with Minnesota, they kept bumping into the Spurs, and the Spurs kept beating them. It was nothing he could do.
Yeah, Tim Duncan owned them. Tim Duncan owned all the power forwards at his time.
Yeah. My number 2 is Kevin Garnett too, Rashad. Shakir, who's your number 2?
I already said all mine. Dennis Rodman, Ron Artest, Mourning, Charles Barkley, and Ben Wallace. Those are all mine.
Okay.
Dennis Rodman was number 1, and Ron Artest was number 2.
Okay, Brother Robin says Rick Mahorn. Amina says Grant Hill. Grant Hill's not tough.
Yeah, what is he talking about?
He wasn't even on the court enough to be tough. He's fragile. Hey, that's glass. He like glass on that thing. That man crack. He be out for the season. He get in a fight.
Okay,
Oh,
my number one is Ron Artest. We already said it, but still, I had never seen nobody that was more psychotic besides Ben Rodman than Ron Artest was literally crazy on that court. Like he literally was like, man.
He changed his name to Metal War Peace. Man, you gotta be crazy.
Gotta be crazy.
Legally.
I want to thank y'all for tuning in. Everybody who's watching. I want to thank all.
Hey, you forgot. You said now. We gotta run through that fast. You said
okay. I forgot about the top 5 right now.
I didn't do my number one too.
Rashad,
oh, that was your number one.
My number one is Rasheed Wallace, but I said it, but I had to say this. He holds the most technicals in the NBA right now. You know what I mean? Rasheed Wallace, you feel me? He holds the record for most technicals in the NBA. I just got to say that. You talking about tough players.
Okay, Brother Willie, do you have the top 5 toughest players who are playing right now?
I ain't gonna lie. After that 2-piece that Chris Paul just put on Rondo, I gotta give it to Chris Paul.
No.
2-piece he put on Rondo. Hold on. I got Rondo as number one. Hey, can we just run through him real fast?
He did that uppercut in that left. Watch the tape.
Brother Willie, who's your number? Just bring your list 1 through 5.
Well, let me see. I would have to go Dwayne Wade, Rajon Rondo. I got put LeBron on there.
Okay.
Hell no. LeBron won't fight nobody.
LeBron weak. I love LeBron. He's my favorite player, but he ain't make my list.
Hell no, he didn't make mine. I want him to be tough.
What's the other dude who played for? He still played for the Memphis. Zach
Randolph. Yeah, Zach Randolph is a good one.
Yeah, he made my list.
Yeah, he didn't make my list, but he's good.
And okay. Chris Paul, bro. Chris Paul put that finger in his face like, don't you
Shakir,
but y'all also remember
hey, I got a newie on my top 5. I'm gonna have to go with Brandon Ingram. He kicked it off all that day. He kicked it off. He pushed when you push hard in the back, then he went over there and stopped Chris Paul. He said, man, he went all the smoke. He went all the smoke.
Okay.
He told me he was about that action.
Shakir, run your list.
Number 4 was Zach Randolph because nobody wanted to mess with him. Booby Cousins was number 3. KD number 2. He be acting like he like a soft version of KG. He remind me. He be trying to punk people, but he really don't have the smoke. But he tries. He act like he gonna do something. And then my number 1 is Draymond Green.
Hey, boo!
I forgot about him.
Rashad, who's your list? What's your list?
Okay, I got Boogie at number 5. I got Draymond at number 4. I got to give it to him. I don't like him, but he is a goon. I got Lance Stevenson at number 3.
Oh yeah, Lance!
I got my boy Lance. You know what I mean? I got Westbrook at number 2 because Westbrook is a goon. He won all the smoke too. And then number 1, I got Rondo for popping it off the other day. You know what I mean?
That squad got all of them on the list. That squad got all 3 on the list.
Yeah.
Okay. I got my number 5 is Draymond Green because Draymond Green is the only reason that I don't hate the Warriors all the way because I like Draymond Green. Number 4 is Lance Stevenson. Number 3, I got Rondo. Number 2, I got DeMarcus Cousins. And number 1, I got Westbrook. Westbrook hard in the league.
Westbrook is hard.
He wants to fight every day, all day.
Yeah. And he definitely punking KD. Whoever put KD on their list.
Hey, KD acting like he wants to smoke.
Hey, no, KD got most technicals last season. though. He was on the technical list too. KD he lead the league in techs.
Wow.
Brother Willie, can you please say your final thing that you want to say to everybody?
Oh, I don't know if you remember last year. Remember a dude had insulted Chris Paul, and after the game, Chris Paul went to try to meet the dude outside the locker room.
I remember that.
All right. Oh yeah, Chris Paul climbing up that list. He vouching for Chris Paul.
Shakir, you got anything to say? Shakir, say goodbye to everybody.
All right, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Next week, I won again.
Say goodbye to everybody, man.
All right, y'all. Love y'all. You know me. You know, had a good show. Appreciate you, Josh.
Hey,
appreciate you.
We're gonna surprise y'all. Me and Political Press gonna have a rap battle on here one day.
Okay.
You already know. You don't want that. You don't want that smoke. You don't want that smoke.
Brother Willie, you got anything you want to say to everybody before you?
I really enjoyed it, man. I really enjoyed it. I think you got a good thing going here, man. Keep it up. And anytime if you got a topic, hit me up, man. I would like to come on and talk, man.
Oh, heck yeah. I like that information. Yeah, we got to run that back.
I want to thank everybody for watching. a lot of the women have been inboxing the DM saying that we're being biased by not having no women on top 5. Like they can't talk about sports and music. So next week we're gonna try to bring some women on as well.
My favorite rapper of all time, Cardi B.
Y'all saw her BET Awards performance too, by the way. Okay, all right.
And the Brat.
All right. Okay, thank y'all for watching.
All right, y'all.